4 clean sheets, 7 unbeaten, 2 points from the playoffs, and the one quote from a struggling Liverpool captain that Phil Parkinson pinned to the dressing room wall before it all clicked into place. Alright, Wrexham fans, if you're living and breathing this incredible championship journey like I am, smash that subscribe button, because what I'm about to tell you shows exactly why this club is different. Let's dive in. Wednesday night at the racecourse, Wrexham 2, Bristol City 0. Another clean sheet, another 3 points, another step closer to something that seemed impossible just months ago, a playoff push in the Championship. But here's what makes this story special. Before the lads walked onto that pitch, Phil Parkinson showed them something extraordinary. Not tactical analysis, not highlight reels. A quote from Virgil van Dijk, captain of Liverpool, champions of England, admitting his team had forgotten the basics. And Parkinson's message was crystal clear. If the best can lose their way, so can we. This isn't just about one match or one quote. This is about a manager who's taken a club from Hollywood headlines to genuine championship contenders, and he's doing it by keeping everyone's feet firmly on the ground. Because right now, Wrexham sit 10th in the championship table, just 2 points off the playoffs with 7 league games unbeaten, and whispers, actual whispers, about a 4th consecutive promotion. But to understand why Parkinson borrowed wisdom from a struggling Liverpool captain, we need to understand how Wrexham got here in the first place. Rewind to August, Wrexham's first ever championship season. The Red Dragons had done the unthinkable, back-to-back promotions, National League champions in 2023, League 2 champions in 2024, and now facing the third tier's big boys in the Championship. The summer spending was eye-watering. 33 million quid on new players. Nathan Broadhead arrived as the club record signing. George Thomason came in. The squad was rebuilt for Championship football. Reynolds and Mac weren't messing about. They wanted to compete, not just survive. But those opening months, brutal. The Championship is relentless. It's not League 2 where you can dominate possession. It's not the National League where passion alone can carry you through. This is proper football. 24 teams scrapping for 3 promotion spots and 6 playoff places with clubs that have been in the Premier League within the last decade. Wrexham were learning the hard way. The defeats piled up. The racecourse faithful stayed loyal, but you could feel the tension. Was this the ceiling? Had the Hollywood fairy tale finally hit reality? Behind closed doors, Parkinson was working. The former Bolton and Sunderland gaffer isn't new to this level. He knows what it takes, but he also knew his squad needed time to adapt. New signings needed to gel, the defensive structure needed tightening, and most importantly, the players needed to remember what got them here in the first place. The basics, the hard work. The first contacts, the second balls, the blocks, the tackles. Not the glamour, not the Hollywood spotlight, the graft. And then something shifted. Clean sheet against one opponent. Then another. 7 games unbeaten. 4 consecutive shutouts. Suddenly, Wrexham weren't just surviving in the Championship, they were climbing the table. By Wednesday night, before Bristol City visited the racecourse, Wrexham sat just outside the playoff spots. The dream was becoming tangible. But Parkinson had seen this before. Momentum can disappear as quickly as it arrives. So picture this, match day, the dressing room at the racecourse. The lads are buzzing, 4 clean sheets, confidence is high, Bristol City are there for the taking. And Phil Parkinson put up a quote on the wall. Not from a Championship legend, not from a Wrexham hero, from Virgil van Dijk, captain of Liverpool, champions of England, admitting his team had forgotten the basics. And Parkinson's message was crystal clear. If the best can lose their way, so can we. At the moment, it is a mess. That is just a fact. We are losing battles and everyone is responsible for it. It's basic things, but it's not happening enough. Van Dijk had just watched his Liverpool side, the reigning champions, get battered 3-0 by Nottingham Forest, and his assessment was brutal. They'd forgotten the fundamentals, the pressing, the second contact, the physical battles, the mental strength. And Parkinson looked at his players and said, "That's Liverpool's captain talking about the champions of this country. If they can lose their way, if the best in the business can forget the basics, what makes you think we're immune?" It was a masterstroke. Not arrogance, not complacency, just cold, hard reality served up with perfect timing.
What would you have done in that dressing room? How do you keep players grounded when the playoffs are suddenly within touching distance? When the welcome to Wrexham cameras are capturing every moment? When the whole world is watching this unprecedented rise? You remind them that football doesn't care about your story. It doesn't care about Hollywood owners or documentary series or back-to-back promotions. It only cares about who wants it more on the pitch. 16 minutes in, Nathan Broadhead curled in a beauty. The racecourse erupted, 1-0. Then, with 16 minutes left, George Thomason's corner hit the post and deflected off the Bristol keeper. 2-0, another clean sheet, 7 unbeaten, 2 points off the playoffs. The basics had worked. Again. After the match, Parkinson was buzzing, but measured. He told the media exactly what he'd told his players. 4 clean sheets on the bounce is good, but we've got to earn that. Defenders have been good, but we've got another huge test at the weekend. Wrexham supporters, they're dreaming again. Social media exploded with playoff talk. Some even whispered about automatic promotion. The racecourse faithful have seen their club go from non-league obscurity to genuine championship contenders in 3 years. Nothing feels impossible anymore. But there's a wisdom in Parkinson's approach that resonates beyond just one match. He's not killing the dream, he's protecting it. By keeping expectations in check, by focusing on the process rather than the outcome, he's building something sustainable. The Van Dijk comparison was deliberate. Liverpool, despite their struggles, are still elite. But even they can unravel when the fundamentals slip. For Wrexham, a club still finding its feet at this level, that message is vital. Michael Williamson, the club's chief executive, has already confirmed more money will be available in January. Reynolds and McElhenney aren't backing down. They're backing Parkinson. The owners trust the gaffer's philosophy, and so do the players. Here's what nobody's fully grasping yet. Wrexham are 2 points off the playoffs with 2/3 of the season remaining. They've spent big, they're in form, and they've got momentum. But the championship is brutal. Blackburn at home this weekend, Preston away the following week. Every match is a battle. There are no easy games, no guaranteed points. What Parkinson's done is give his team the mentality to handle this pressure. By borrowing Van Dijk's honesty, he's created a culture where success doesn't breed complacency, where clean sheets are celebrated but never taken for granted. This is Wrexham's story now, a club that's gone from Hollywood headlines to genuine football substance, from the National League to the Championship in 3 years, from community club to global phenomenon. And through it all, they've never forgotten where they came from. The playoffs aren't guaranteed. Automatic promotion is a long shot. But what Wrexham have built is something more valuable. A squad that understands the work required, a manager who keeps them grounded, and a fan base that believes anything is possible. At the end of the day, this is what being a Wrexham fan is all about. The Hollywood owners brought the spotlight, but it's moments like these, a manager pinning a Liverpool captain's quote to the wall, reminding his players that greatness isn't given, it's earned, that define this club's journey. From the racecourse to the championship playoff hunt, this is our story. And we're writing it one clean sheet, one hard-fought victory, one honest dressing room conversation at a time. Let me know in the comments, do you think Wrexham can make the playoffs? Was Parkinson right to use Van Dijk's words? Hit like if you're backing the Red Dragons no matter what. And I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Reds!